again. My name is Gabe Zolna. You know, I posted MOV05447, and the title of that particular clip was "Is the Pharmaceutical Industry to Blame?" And that was in regard to what appeared to be totally senseless shootings and killings by a number of individuals that, as far as I was concerned, were all sort of whacked out on psychotropic drugs. It started with Miriam Carey. She's the woman that was shot who knows how many times in Washington, D.C. with her, 18-month-old daughter in the car. Then there was, again, Adam Lanza, the Sandy Hook, James Holmes, the Colorado Theater, Jared Loughner, who shot Gabriel Gifford, and I believe he killed 5 other individuals. They all appeared to be, well, when I say they all, the ones that we saw, and that would be Holmes and Loughner, appeared to be clearly out of their minds. Adam Lanza, I never saw him. Aaron Alexis, we never saw. But I got to believe they do have toxicology reports on all of them. And one of my viewers had obviously seen that video, and he had sent me some information, and I had forgotten another individual that was also killed with his friend in a similar manner, and that's the former Navy SEAL who's known for claiming a record number of sniper kills in Iraq. Well, I got to believe that the Muslim Brotherhood wouldn't be too pleased with him, knowing that, again, he's set the record for the most kills in Iraq. Both he and one of his best friends, they were gunned down at Rough Creek Lodge and Resorts in Glen Rose, Texas. And the sad thing with that is that both of those individuals were trying to befriend someone that seemed to have some kind of mental issues, and that was an Eddie Ray Routh, a 25-year-old, who ended up being arrested. What's interesting is that, according to what I read at that time, Eddie Routh, although admitted doing the killing, he didn't know why he did the killing. And I got to believe, and I'm sure that they did, they probably have toxicology reports on him as well, and I'll guarantee you that his blood work would be similar to the blood work of all those other individuals, whereby they ingested psychotropic drugs. That's the only thing that is a common denominator as far as I'm concerned in all of these events. Yet we've never seen or been given access to any of those reports. And I think the American people deserve to know what's going on. And I think what we'll find is, again, that's the common thread. Psychotropic drugs were administered to all of these people. Nothing else explains the kind of senseless murders that these people committed. And in Miriam Carey's case, I mean, she's a 34-year-old dental hygienist. Great career, has a new baby. She went through some post-traumatic stress, was administered psychotropic drugs. There's another group of people that need to be held accountable, and that's the doctors that prescribe these drugs, because obviously these people weren't monitored to the extent that they needed to have been monitored. And I got to believe if they would have been monitored, most, if not all, of these shootings could have been controlled. Unless, of course, it's the government that's responsible in some of these shootings. There's a lot of speculation that that's what happened with Aaron Alexis. The people that were killed were assassinated. So who knows? I mean, there's so many theories that fly around because we're given so much misinformation. It's actually frightening. And again, I think we need to demand through our, well, you can't even, I was going to say we need to demand to our congressional representatives that these toxicology reports get released, but talking to them is like, I'm better off talking to one of my dogs, get more done that way. I think we're screwed, folks. And I think there's very little doubt that a lot of these were the result of psychotropic drugs. What do you think? I told you what I think.